Today we have two X10s on the range. First off, we have the X10 Comp. This is brand new from SIG. It has a ported slide and has a 3.8-inch barrel, so very attractive to outdoorsmen. Still has the 15 round capability, which is great. Has X-Ray 3 night sights, day sights, and then the capability for a red dot. But the biggest difference is the size. So this is the original X10. This one has a 8.5-inch slide and a 5-inch barrel. All the same features as the Comp, but the only difference is the slide in barrel length. So the biggest question I've been getting lately is, will you lose your velocity with the Comp? So today we're going to test it out and find out. All right, first up we have the original X10 with a 5-inch barrel. We're going to be using the 180 grain Blazer brass. So their website claims this is running at 1200 feet per second. That is out of a longer barrel than what we are currently running in this X10, but we are going to be running it through the Caldwell Ballistic Precision chronograph and see what kind of velocity we're actually getting with a 5-inch barrel. So, all right, we got 5 shots. Let's see how it does here. All right, we're at 1144, 1149, 1157, 1150, and 1161. So only about 50 feet per second slower, and that makes sense, having a little bit shorter of a barrel. So yeah, average right around 1,150 feet per second, roughly, right in that area. So let's go grab the Comp and see the difference. All right, guys, now we have the SIG P320 X10 Comp. So this has been a huge attraction. A lot of people have commented and said, hey, what's the difference in velocity? Well, I'm really excited to try this out and see how much difference there is, because this is a very attracting little 10 millimeter to have that 15 round capability, and then also that nice compact size. So nice and lightweight, easy to carry around the woods as a nice woods defense gun. But we're going to find out. We have the same 180 grain Blazer brass. All right, let's see the difference in performance. So the original X10 averaged right around the 1150 range. So we'll see what this Comp does here. All right, first shot. All right, we're at 1097 for the first shot there. Want to get a quick zoom in on that. So we got 1097, so just 50 feet per second slower. All right, let's do the second shot here. 1086, 1085, 1085, and 1075. So actually, not a huge difference. That's only 60 feet per second slower, and you're getting less recoil, more manageability. That is with just range ammo. So we're going to test out the Grizzly Hardcast next and see the big difference. All right, next up we have the 220 grain Hardcast. This is made from Grizzly. So they're saying that this is running at 1200 feet per second and over 700 foot-pounds of energy. All right, 5 rounds. Let's see how it does. All right, first shot. 1159 feet per second. 1150 feet per second. 1150 again. 1150 again, and 1150 again. So very consistent pattern. So we're right around 1,150 feet per second with that 220 grain Hardcast. So really interesting to see what the Comp's going to do next. Let's find out. All right, guys, now we have the SIG X10 Comp. I really like this thing a lot, and just using it in my last video, comparing it to the FN510, the difference in recoil is just outstanding. I love that. I love having that Comp built into the slide and just the compact capability of this little handgun. So we have the same 220 Hardcast from Grizzly. If it's going to be exactly the same as that range ammo, we should only lose about 50 feet per second, which is not a big enough difference for woods carry to me. That's very minute. All right, let's see here. First shot. We're at, interesting, 1,090, so we're about 60 feet per second slower on that first shot. 1,090 again. 1,090 again. We got an error on that one. Oh, messed that one up. Let me grab a couple more rounds. We'll do 5 more shots with this. My little meter down there is not acting the way it's supposed to. All right, so that was my bad. I think it kind of nicked the side of the little metal pieces right there when I was shooting that. But we have 5 more rounds loaded up with this Grizzly. So very awesome. I really like this stuff. It runs good in pretty much all my 10 millimeters. But let's find out again. All right, here we go. All right, we're at 1133. So that's only 30 feet per second slower than the X10, the original. 1143. 1147. 1148. And 1148. So I would say that's a win for this X10 comp. I mean, the 5-inch barrel we're shooting about 1160, and this comp we're shooting about 1148. That is such a minute difference that doesn't make a difference, honestly. That is really cool. We do have some more hollow points we could test out. Let's try some of the 1400 feet per second hollow points. All right, guys, now we have the 155 grain Hornady. This is a hollow point. This is rated at over 1400 feet per second. So I have 4 rounds total left over from my last video. So we're gonna test 2 in each. All right, here's the first one. All right, so we have 1406 feet per second on that one. And 1393. So it's actually claiming what it claims is actually getting. So we're right about the 1400 feet per second mark with that Hornady. Let's grab the comp and see the difference. All right, 2 rounds of the Hornady XTP for the SIG X10 comp. All right, so the last one was running about just under 1400 feet per second. Let's see the difference on this. 1393. And 1267. So that was kind of a big variance. Unfortunately, I don't have more than 4 rounds, but we still know this is still capable of getting the same velocity as that 5-inch barrel, just a tad under. So not a huge or big enough difference to make a difference at all. We have a little bit more of the some SIG ammo from my last video as well. We'll do some testing on that, and then we'll call this video good. All right, next up we have the SIG 180 grain Elite Performance hollow point. This is running about 1250 feet per second. We'll shoot one round out of the SIG X10 just to give us our guideline for the comp here. All right, so first shot. 1338. So let's grab that comp and see the difference. All right, now we have 4 rounds of the Elite Defense first from the SIG ammo here. We're going to run this in the comp. So the last reading was 1,338 feet per second. So let's see how well this comp does. All right, first shot. 1270. 1254. 1254. All right, guys, that's the difference in velocity from the SIG X10 to the SIG X10 comp. Not a huge difference. We averaged about maybe 60 feet per second different, about average on the SIG X10 comp versus this X10. So yeah, not a huge difference at all. I hope it puts your minds at ease, because that was my #1 comment on this new comp was, man, I don't know, I don't think I would buy something like that, because that would probably lose a lot of velocity and that would be pointless to carry in the woods. But it's not losing very much, only around 50 to 60 feet per second. Yeah, so really great. Guys, I hope this video was informative to you. If you're new to 9 Mil Ridge, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Guys, I love you. Stay safe. Keep on shooting. Have a great day.